Hi guys, so I had my first homebrew game of HeroQuest yesterday. Yeah, really enjoyable. I had 5 heroes, and obviously I like making things that make the game more fun, easy, and just visually pleasing. So as you can see, I've already made a card holder for the lovely treasure cards, artifact cards, and well, all the other cards. Sorry about that, my throat's going a bit croaky. As well as making up some little dice boxes for, well, funny enough, dice. And you would have seen this video of me making this little dice box, yeah, sort of quite recently, so go check that out as well. But obviously the main thing that characters use is their character card with all their sort of stats and details on, which they then transfer onto a character sheet. So yeah, you got the attack dice, defend dice, body points, mind points. But obviously as the game goes on, you lose points, then gain them back. So rather than using the pencil to keep sort of rubbing things out, yeah, I made this handy little card holder. And as you can see, it's got some dials on the side, so you can keep track of, well, your health points, your mind points, as well as how many dice you use to attack with, and how many dice you use to, well, defend with. So yeah, I thought it's been a nice little addition to the game. And again, all my players get to get one of these, and yeah, it just helps them keep track of everything without sort of too much writing down. Obviously, any items they get, they write down. Any other cards they get to keep. But yeah, a handy little tracker to sort things out. So I was going to quickly show you how I made this. So I don't know much when it comes to 3D model making, but I use a package called Tinkercad. It's free, it's online. But the good thing with this is you can sort of amalgamate bits, as in you can join bits, take bits away. So I can't actually show you me doing the process of making this, mainly because, well, I was kind of making up as I was going along and it took me a long time. But what I can do is, obviously this is the finished item, I can dissect this so you can kind of see, well, what it's made up of really. I say Tinkercad, really simple software, can't do too much with it, but for what I need it's perfect, as in you can add bits and take bits away. So all these shaded areas are areas where I've cut bits off. Again, this probably isn't going to make any sense me doing this backwards, because say this has got so many more components in it than, well, than it possibly needs, to be honest. But I will show you, because say this is made up from 3 main compartments or components. One of them I made, which is the very simple one you'll see at the end. The other 2 components I got from Thingiverse, so I'm going to show you links to where I got the bits from. So if you want to sort of do what I've done, although again I'm not really showing it very well here, I will have a go one day of trying to film myself making something and then obviously cutting out all the bits in between where, well, I just took forever doing stuff. I say I'm not very quick at this software, even though it is easy to use. I say I'm a real noob when it comes to model making. So just to mention, this may seem like it's really complicated, but that's only because as I was making it, I kept changing my mind on what I wanted. So that's why there's like a gazillion pieces when only really there needs to be, well, 3 or 4. But there you go. So this is how bad I am with this software. So the only bit I actually made was the red bit you see here, which is the card holder. And by making it, yeah, it literally was 1 block that I cut a slot out the front, and I cut the finger slots at the top. Right, so now I'm going to go and show you where I got the components from, so you can see a bit easier what they were originally. So the first one is the main bit, and this is the health tracker, and this is by Sandman2749. I say I will leave some links down below to where you can get the bits from. And obviously the main bit I loved about his is, well, say it's the dials on the side. Obviously it doesn't have any area for the hero's card, and there's no little images on there. So those kind of components, as you've seen, I kind of got from elsewhere. So the little symbols that I use, I actually took from this HeroQuest dashboard by YBOD. Again, link down below. And yeah, on one of his little files here, he's got the symbols there. So the shield, the sword, the brain, and the face. So yeah, so I kind of like cut them bits off and attached them to, well, the other bits that I'd kind of put together. And then yeah, simply took it into my slicing software. So as you can see, you got 1 board there with the dials and the little caps at the back. And I say I was playing a game, first homebrew game I played, and I had 5 heroes. So yeah, it made sense to 3D print 5 of these out. Excuse the state of my fingers, obviously, well, I am making things, painting things and doing things, so yeah, fingers are going to get dirty. Yeah, so with the dials, just to sort of make them stand out a bit, as you can see, primed everything in black, just because, well, black is my kind of go-to when it comes to priming. And then, yeah, just painting the numbers just so they stand out on the dial. I say, really pleased with how this turned out. My players loved it. And yeah, say, guys, any ideas or things you make that help improve the gameplay, and again, making things nicer for all the players, yeah, let me know in the comments as well. I want to make more things, whether it's 3D printed, kit bashed, scratch built, whatever it may be. Yeah, I'm up for making more stuff. So the main bit came out nicely, again, primed in black, but rather than just leaving black, I wanted to kind of give it a little bit of a distressed sort of, well, copperish kind of look. So yeah, that's exactly what I did. Good old dry brushing. Again, I love dry brushing. It's got to be one of the simplest things to do, but very, very effective. And yeah, as you can see, just going over the whole thing. So the brush has got some paint on it, but obviously not too much, which is why it's obviously called dry brushing. And then yeah, just brush over the whole thing. So this is why I love doing things primed in black, and then sort of dry brushing with, well, I had a choice of obviously doing like a copper look or gold or even a silver look. But yeah, for me, I do like the old sort of like antique sort of looking from bronze or copper. And yeah, really pleased with how this came out. And as there's not too many components, yeah, really easy to put together. Put the little dials on, and then I glued these little sort of stoppers in the back. And yeah, the dials spin perfectly, but obviously they won't move unless you want them to move. And then this is a case of obviously doing the same for all of them. So I had 5 heroes, which is really fun. And so that's why I do love the fact of being able to do homebrew quests, because you can then tailor make it to however many heroes you've got. And yeah, there's a lot more fun involved when it's a homebrew. So I'm looking forward to my next one. But as you can see, yeah, love how these cards turned out. Players loved them, and yeah, it's all good. Okay guys, hope you enjoyed the video. It's only a short one this time, because obviously, well, there's not really much to this, and I'm not one for sort of making videos longer than they need to be. Obviously you still get waffle every now and then, I guess. But yeah, let me know guys in the comments what you sort of make to help gameplay with your people. And yeah, hopefully you've enjoyed this video, and let me know what you want to see me make, well, in the future. Okay guys, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, because I'm producing a good 2 videos a week. Share where possible, because that obviously does help me out so much. There's another video on the screen, give that a click to see more what I do. And you guys take care, have a great week, see you later, bye now.